Prabhupada mentioned in one lecture that Ajāmila's fall was like an accidental fall. But I was confused to see that the trigger might be an accidental trigger. He just saw it. But all the other things that he did, planning, like removing parents, removing wife, bringing the hospital and murdering everything. So it was like purposeful and everything planned properly. So how can we consider like an accidental fall down or like purposeful?
No, that original fall down was accidental because he was going to fetch flowers. That is why he went. It's not, my Guruma used to say, it's not like he was going to the disco. So he was going to fetch flowers for his spiritual master, for his father, for the puja. So then he saw this, and his whole, I don't know if it was Uddipan from some previous birth, but that was the trigger. That trigger is essentially the fall down that he's talking about. Everything is a corollary of that. Everything follows through with that. Because if rest of it had been so deliberate, yes, it was deliberate, but then Krishna would not have considered what he acquired in the preliminary stages of his devotional life. That's how he could chant Narayana. That is how he could name the child Narayana. Acharyas talk about how this saintly personalities came to his house, right? That the mischievous kids directed him to that house and said, there you go, you will get good hospitality. And some of the other, his wife told, and he agreed also, that put in Narayana. So those all the Sukritis were cutting the even deliberately sinful action that he was doing. They say that every time he was calling Narayana, Narayana actually felt that he's doing Sankirtan. My devotee is doing Sankirtan. So when you do so much Sankirtan, naturally whichever Ajnanat, Adava Jnanat, all kind of sinful reactions, they get burned. So what remained effectively was him to be instructed, which the Vishnu Duttas did through this whole thing, and then he went back to Haridwar to perform bhakti. So the understanding is the actual trigger definitely is the fall down. Rest is a corollary. And it was insignificant compared to the spiritual piety that he was acquiring by chanting the holy name constantly.